Hey, what's up YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal, and I got a new collection update today. So vinyl only today, nothing really underground. I think there's maybe one album that might be considered underground death metal. The rest are just additions to the discographies, stuff like that. So I pretty much penned 2022 as going to be the year that I backfill my discographies, and find albums that I've wanted in vinyl for a long time. And the first artist that I did that with, you are going to see today. So let's go ahead and get started. So the very first vinyl that I have is got a little bit of a backstory of why I decided to get it. So I'm going to figure out how to do annotations and link this past video. So one of my first videos that I ever did on this channel was pretty much a label spotlight for Transylvania Recordings, and this essentially was the first band that I ever bought from them. It was essentially the reason why I became a fan of Transylvania Recordings, and they finally pressed their album on vinyl. I believe this is the first vinyl that they've ever had pressed on vinyl, and it turns out the owner of Transylvania Recordings this is his band as well. So a little tidbit there if you didn't know. So this is Evulse. So yeah, I had this on tape. I've shown this a couple of times already on the channel. This is Pustulant Spawn, their EP that has been pressed on vinyl. And I finally bit the bullet and got it. I saw that it was still available, and I was like, you know what? I absolutely love this album. I love this band. I'm just going to get it on vinyl. And so I finally did. So I love the artwork on this. I've talked about that several times. And then here's the back. It's a co-release with Dawn Breed Records, and so, yeah. The cool thing about this is that, of course, it was colored. So I got the red with like the black smoke. I think there was a yellow version, and I don't know if there was another version or not. But the thing that I like about this the most is that the inside of the jacket has the artwork inside of there too. So I thought that was a really nice touch. So Evulse, I've talked about them several times on here. I absolutely love this. Is so good. This is so good. So check this out. It's only 4 songs, so it's not a huge dedication to listening. And I know a lot of people agree with me when they say this is by far some of the best death metal to be released in recent years. So it's simply phenomenal. And again, Transylvania Recordings, they still have these in stock, so if you want one, go snag them, because it's a really nice vinyl. Sounds great, and again, like I said, I love the music. So the next one I got from Metero-Gem. Shouts to them, who just get my money all the time. I saw they had it in stock. I admittedly didn't go look and see if it was available anywhere else. Could have been available on their website, Debever Morty's website, but I don't know. I just chose to get Metero-Gem because I knew it would get here quicker. So this is the new Archgoat with their latest release that came out last month, Worship the Eternal Darkness. So Archgoat could either go both ways depending on who you talk to. It's black metal, it's death metal, it's black and death metal. That's 3 ways. To me, it's black and death metal. I'm sure I'm going to get somebody in the comments disagreeing with me and upset that I put this in a death metal collection update, but who the fuck cares? Anyway, great album. A band from Finland, started in the early 90s. This is their 5th full length. If you're not familiar with Archgoat, very dark, satanic, dissonant, blackened death metal. Really nice gatefold. Comes with a poster that is the album artwork, which I'm not going to bother showing you guys because I don't feel like pulling it out. And then there's also this insert of some more satanic worshipping and boobies, the lyrics, and then another picture of the guys on the back. So, and then I'm sure you guys have seen these around. You know that these latest pressings of all the Archgoat albums, which I do have the others coming, they're coming. I've ordered all of the Archgoat discography on vinyl finally. So those will be in another collection update as soon as they get here. On the red and black pinwheel, which I think looks fantastic. So, phenomenal album. I immediately slept on this when it came out. I didn't listen to it. I probably should have, because it probably would have ended up on the year-end stuff, because I do really enjoy this album. I think it's fantastic. They're back. It's a great release. So check them out if you're into this like black and death metal vibe. That's who released it. Demember Morty. Somebody tell me how to say that fucking name, because I don't ever say it right. They always press really nice vinyl. So I have several of their vinyls I've shown on here. So yeah, they might still have it in stock. Metero-Gem did last time I looked. I think like Hell's Headbangers, 20 bucks spin, stuff like that. Has these too. So if you're looking for them, they're around. Just go to the Metal Detektor website and search, and you'll find it. And if you're like, what the hell is the Metal Detektor? I will link it. Alright, so those are the two, like, kind of like underground death metal things. The next is not really all death metal. It's grindcore, it's death metal, it's melodic death metal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So you probably already know what it is then. So I went on Earache's website. I bought all of their vinyl with the exception of one that came from Nuclear Blast, and is Carcass. So Carcass is one of my favorite bands, which I've talked about on here a couple times already. I have all their albums on CD, and when I bought Torn Arteries on vinyl this year, I told myself I am going to get the rest of their discography on vinyl. So that is what I've done for the most part. I can't get Swan Song. I don't know. It's expensive. I don't think it's been repressed in a couple of years, and it's sold out everywhere, and people are selling it on Discogs for stupid prices. So if somebody has a copy of Swan Song that you want to sell me for a decent price, meaning not $100, let me know, because I'm interested. Oddly enough, that's like one of my least favorite Carcass albums, so I'm fine with just having it on CD right now. But I would like to get it on vinyl so I can have the whole discography on vinyl. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with the Earache ones. So I bought a second copy of this, and I sold the first one because I liked this one better. I don't know. I just liked the color better. It's stupid. I don't understand why I did it, but I did it, and I got my money back, so whatever. Torn Arteries. You've seen it. You know about it. This is a release from last year, or like a month, 2021. It's weird to say last year, when last year was only like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, previously I showed you like the clear with the red splatter. This is, I think, leaps and bounds better looking. And I'm not really much of a variant snob, but for whatever reason I saw this, it's only 20 bucks, I'm just going to grab it. So this is yellow and black. I just think it looks awesome. So yeah, double LP, all the same shit, all the same booklet of the decaying vegetable heart that turns into the pigs. Yeah, so a lot of people have asked me like my thoughts on this record, and as far as their discography goes, it's not my favorite, but I think it's a good album. I enjoyed it enough to consider it to be one of my favorite albums that come out last year. Some people find it to be boring. Some people just didn't grasp them, and that's totally fine. I get it, But as a fangirl, I typically tend to love albums that come out from my favorite bands. I don't get disappointed too often. I think the only exception is probably maybe the new Iron Maiden. I mean, I like that album, but I kind of hate myself for buying the vinyl that I did because it was so expensive. I don't know. Anyway, I do like this album. It's not my favorite. I don't think it sucks or anything like that. But again, there's still some stuff that's left to be desired with it. Marty Worm and Alan from Let's Talk Metal, they do these series where they do these streams. It's like metallurgy, I think that's how you say it. I love them. I think they're phenomenal streams. I always learn a lot from them. I always buy a lot after I watch them. I think they're hilarious. The guys are really interesting to listen to, talk to. And they recently did a Carcass discography one, and I absolutely loved it. I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I was really late at night, and I was exhausted, and I don't always remember everything that they said. So then I watched it again one day when I was just off of work and had nothing to do, and I was really in a Carcass mood because I had just bought these. So I went back and listened, and for the most part, a lot of what they had to say about this album is it goes along a lot with what I have to think about it, but at the same time, I don't think that it's awful. A lot of people were really disappointed with it. I didn't have high expectations for it, just so that made it easier on me in terms of listening. One fun fact is Alan really hates this artwork. And if you want to listen to that rant, it's definitely worth watching the whole entire video to listen to. I found it to be hilarious. I don't hate the artwork. I think it's phenomenal, but it is what it is. I thought it was hilarious. It was hilarious to hear Alan get so worked up. So I did buy this off Earache. They did have this. I realized it came out of Nuclear Blast, but they had it. I wanted to make the shipping worth it, because Earache shipping is god-awful expensive because they're across the pond from us. So yeah, anyway, moving on. These are in no particular order of discography, just letting you know. Next one, Necroticism Dissenting, the whatever, I can never pronounce this damn album. One of my favorites, not my favorite, but I do think this is a phenomenal album. It was leaps and bounds better than Rika. Do I like it more than Symphonies? Probably not. But yeah, great album. Very simple jacket. I kept the shrink on this because I was able to save the hype sticker, which I'm not really much of a hype sticker snob. But if I'm able to save them, I can. But for the most part, I do a really bad job of it sometimes. But so yeah, that's why the shrink's still on this. Very simple printed inner sheet. That's pretty much all you get with the lyrics. My dog is tapping his way in here. What's up, pup? Yep, you're gonna shake off. There's my husky. That's my dog. It's gonna come and stand here and sniff around. And this comes on a purple vinyl, which has some dust on it already. Oddly enough, I haven't even listened to this yet. So yeah, that's the next one that I got. These are still available, by the way, if you're looking for any of these. Earache still has them in stock if you want to pay the shipping, and it comes fast, I'll give you that. I got this in the week after I ordered it, so there's that. And the prices are not bad, they're 20 bucks, so that's pretty good for these vinyls. The next one is probably my most disappointing one because I hate the artwork on it. So when I am able, I'm going to try and find an original of this, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Rika Putrefaction with the censored, awful fucking artwork. I hate it so much. I really want the original artwork, but they don't press those. I don't know, whatever. This one is probably the most simple one. Just a nice blue vinyl, nothing else in there. Very whatever for this pressing. I got it on vinyl, that's all I care about. Not my favorite album. I understand people they have this on a high pedestal because it's, you know, that grindcore goodness. For me, I'm pretty much in the group of people that will admit that I don't listen to this a whole lot anymore. It's probably one of my least favorite albums now that I'm older, and I've listened to all of them, and my ears have changed in terms of all of that bullshit. And this one doesn't sit well with me anymore. Some songs I still really love and I still enjoy, but the production's hard to get past now. I've turned into apparently a snob now that I feel like saying that. And in general, it's just kind of a messy album. But it is iconic, and it's Carcass. It's, you know, what made them, I would say. This is what put them on the map. So those are my feelings. I'll probably get hate, whatever. So the next three are my three favorite Carcass albums. So we'll start with probably one that has been my favorite for a long time up until recent years. Symphonies, Sickness, with the black and white cover. I don't know, they've done different shit with this cover too. There you go. This also has a printed inner sheet. Oops, that's upside down. Of the fun artwork. Excuse me, of the collage stuff, and I forgot when this came out. When did this come out? This came out in '89. Damn, was that long ago? Anyway, Gruesome Graphics did this new like album artwork, I think. Sleeve art. No, it was this. I don't remember. Whatever. I'm blabbing out. This is just a gray vinyl. Nothing's phenomenal. And the reason why I'm not pulling it out is because for whatever reason this inner sheet, there we go. I'm able to get it out. It like gets stuck, so I'm gonna put a different thing in here, so an anti-static thing. But yeah, this gets really staticky. It's hard to put it. It's hard to get out of the jacket. So yeah, there's Symphonies. The next one. Next one is I got off a Nuclear Blast's website. Obviously, Earache didn't have this. And for a while, this was my favorite album for a while, because when it came out, I was obsessed with it. I thought it was an amazing comeback. I thought it was just an incredible album. It hit me right away. Yeah, anyway, Surgical Steel. I don't know what version this is. I got it off Nuclear Blast website. They've pressed so many of these by now. It's a nice gatefold of the iconic artwork there. But I think this is sold out now that I've bought this. Printed inner sheet. And then comes on this awesome splatter. I think that looks so good. So yeah, I think this one's sold out, to be honest with you. I don't know. You can check it. I know, and if you're not up in arms about this, Amazon does have these in stock. So if you want it and you can't find it anywhere else, that might be your only hope. So Surgical Steel. And then finally, probably my favorite Carcass album. It has gone back and forth between Surgical Steel and Symphonies for a long time, and then as I've gotten older and as I've listened to the albums more, for whatever reason, this one just has turned into be my favorite. I need to take a drink because my throat is really dry. So cheers to a Wednesday, where I'm obviously using my lunch break to record this video. So anyway, Heartwork, the Ultimate Edition, meaning it's the 2 LP with the second LP is of the demos of these songs. This was the only version that they had. They recently just repressed these, I think, was it last year? So people went crazy about these. They loved them. I didn't get them. And I'm glad they still had them in stock. So I think there's a couple different color variants. I chose the red one, which I thought was going to look a little bit more different than it did. So maybe I just got a crappy pressing of it. It's red, and there's supposed to be like some white splatter in there, which I don't think you can even see. You can kind of see it when you look at it with your eyes, but in the camera you can't even see. So that is it. Heartwork, again, when this album first came out, I didn't love it. This one really, really grew on me. It really grew on me. Some people just absolutely hate this album. Some people absolutely adore this album. Some people are like, yeah, it's okay. For me, I absolutely love this album. I think the riffs are phenomenal. Just everything about it is my favorite. So yeah, I really love this album. So that is all that I have today, guys. Not a whole lot of underground stuff, but I do have about 30 tapes that I need to listen to and do the little bit of research I do on here. And those will be my next several collection updates. But I wanted to show off the Carcass vinyl. I was excited that I got them. And not a whole lot of death metal per se, but whatever. It's a collection update, you know? Hey. So thanks guys for all your support. And it looks like in the community poll that I posted like 2 days ago. So go over there and take a look at that. If you go to my page and then you click community, you'll see all of the little posts that I've done. Sorry, my phone is somebody's now texting me. So we had the dog and now somebody's texting me. And you'll see I asked what my next review should be based off of three choices. Jesus, what? There you go. I just muted it. And it looks like Malignant Altar is winning. So go over there, take a vote. I'm going to do it until Friday, and then I'll make the review next week. So thanks guys for the support, and we'll see you in the next one.